Hello. Today we're going to have a video that covers some of the HB shoeing. We will be talking about traction and pads. Our first shoe is a shoe with heel caulks. These are permanent features on a shoe. They dig into the ground. This helps prevent slipping, especially on grass, mud, or areas with loose footing. They're used for jumping, trail riding, and other situations. Our next shoe has studs, which are drilled features, and then you screw them into the shoe. They come in various sizes and types. They offer traction on different kinds of footing or weather conditions. They're often used in eventing and show jumping. It's very important to use the correct length and type for the type of footing that you have that day. They can be short or long square ones. They can be short, medium, or long pointed ones. They come in all different sizes and shapes and lengths, whatever the market will sell. When you have a shoe with studs, you should also use bell boots. In case the horse accidentally steps on himself, he'll avoid some self-injury. These types of shoes can also cause injury to other horses if they get kicked. It's important to try to remove them right away when you're done with your activity. There's a special tool that'll help insert these, tighten them, remove them, and then when they're out, you will have a hole. And you don't want dirt to get in there and plug it and ruin the threads. So you can put plugs of various types in there with oil. You can have cotton, foam, rubber plugs that go in there, and it'll make them last a lot longer. Our next shoe, we're going to talk about bohrium. Bohrium is also called tungsten carbide. It's very, very hard. It will last longer than your shoe. It comes in a rod that looks like a pencil, and it's welded onto the heel area or sometimes the toe area. This is to prevent slipping, often on pavement, ice, rocks, but you need to know it also increases concussion. And if you have these and your horse kicks, it can cause more damage. These were often used or put on before we had studs. Our next shoe is an example of a toe grab feature. And this does happen to be a front shoe because it's nice and round. And it's aluminum. But you will see a strip of carbide steel on the toe, and this is a harder metal than the aluminum or the steel, so it lasts. It's often used on racehorse racing plates, which this is an example of. It allows better traction and deep footing. You can get short ones that are level or longer, higher ones. The longer they are, and if you go on a harder surface, it can also put a little extra stress on heels or tendons. You also want to be careful that if a horse kicks or strikes, this is not very forgiving and can cause a lot of damage. The next feature we're going to talk about is pads. Pads are used to protect the sole of the foot, to reduce concussion, to treat various conditions or problems with horses. When they put them on, they often pack them with some silicone, oakum, and pine tar or some other material. This is a flat or full pad. It can come in leather or plastic or synthetic. It protects the sole from rocks, hard surfaces. It may help to reduce concussion. It also closes it out so that you won't get anything inside, like rocks or pebbles that might cause damage. You can also have the same pad cut out, and it would be a rim pad. It'll be cut the exact shape of the shoe. It leaves the frog and the sole exposed. It reduces concussion underneath the wall, but by cutting out the center, it provides more foot depth, increasing the concavity of the sole. This pad can also come in a degree or wedge pad. If you notice, this one is all the same size, but a degree pad angles up and gets thicker. It'll be thicker at the heel. This will raise the heel of the foot. It protects the sole, reduces concussion. It's often used with a horse that has underrun heels. If they have some caudal pain or navicular syndrome, it's often used. It might help with tendon injuries. It can cover the whole foot, just rim, or sometimes they stack wedge pads for as much degree as they need. These are snow pads. They're made of plastic or polyurethane. They prevent snow from packing underneath your horse's foot, which then is like walking on top of a marble. The pads have a way of popping out the snow so that they don't fill inside the horse. You can get a full pad that has a bubble that sticks out, that when the horse moves, it pops out. And this kind also prevents the snow from packing up inside the horse. Thank you for listening today, and I hope you learn more about shoes for the HB level.